Live again, I think. Maybe.
Are we now?
Well, we're maybe live. I don't know. Who knows anymore?
Well, let's see if we can get somebody in to tell us if it's working. Or yeah, okay, you're getting ready to do that. It seems like his mic's picking up really good now. Wow. Okay.
Oh, it seems like we are.
No lag so far.
No lag so far. That's exciting.
It has to just be the laptop, dude.
That's YouTube, anyways. You might check Facebook, but YouTube's fine.
If we got one platform, I'm tickled to death.
So,
Okay.
so we think it was the PC, the laptop. If there's one thing PCs are good for, it's gaming. And apparently, if there's one thing it's terrible for, it's using Restream in this particular basement with this particular connection.
I don't know. I mean, I know that's the third time we've tried it, and every time we had issues.
Yeah.
So
Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. I got no.
the thing is, we tried it with this too,
We did. Tried on all.
and it didn't.
Ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure Patrick, that's what he uses his Surface to stream. Don't really have any trouble.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're right. We've been doing a lot of construction in the basement, and we need some time to get this all figured out.
Well, construction will be pretty much over tomorrow. I think, at least major construction, cutting and sawing and big dust and
Where's
stuff.
that tetanus-ridden church key you got? Why, thank you, sir.
You only had like 8 of them hanging there.
Oh, I did.
I can't tell if they're in the screen or shot or not. They might be.
I want the rusty one though. It's not as good if it's not
No,
rusty.
it's not in the shot, but it's really close.
So now we can try all sorts of stuff, assuming it's not laggy, which nobody's saying anything.
Did we
yet,
get
so
all
it
our cameras
seems-
back?
No, I just did the one camera for now. So I guess I could go try it here in a second. We could all try all sorts of stuff here. Lounge music. Why not
No.
mess it up right from the get-go, right?
I don't hate it, but
Yeah.
well, it screws up again. We know it was the music that done it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, that was stressful.
I know.
It's always stressful.
I've lost all my goat juice right after that thing just went. Now I'm like, I'm just keep watching,
just
looking
wanna-
for something to just like
Just wanna
flag.
take a nap.
Well, no, I was hoping Patrick or Jared or somebody jump back in and
See if it's glitching out.
tell us if it was
Now
going
we're
crazy.
just paranoid about it.
I am. I don't want to get started talking about something and then everything go crap. And
What if it's a 2-hour live show of us just going? Is it working? Is it working now? Is it lagging? Is it
we'll
freezing?
just call it tits up, and that'll be the name of the episode.
Oh man, crazy stuff. Well, I'm no longer drinking Old Granddad. Now I'm on
Yeah, I finished mine as well.
solidly on the Flecha Azul.
Oh, I'm just drinking beer. I'll have to get something. Well, you know what? I'll get what's within reach,
Oh, Hoja Town.
which we will talk about right now.
Yeah.
Even though we ain't got anybody here, we'll talk about it probably a couple times, maybe.
You can talk about that. I'm gonna go see what I can do camera wise.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. So, any of you guys just noticed I'm blowing up my audio here? Let me move that back out of my face some. Any of you guys been watching our episodes for the last couple weeks, last month or so? You've seen these bottles of Hochtown on the front counter. You've heard us talk about them. You've seen at least 4 episodes of us doing reviews on them. Right at the tail end of the last episode, we got with them, and they was kind enough to offer to give us a little sponsorship. Basically mean they're going to keep some whiskey on the shelf for us in terms of some ads. So we're going to keep them on the shelf. We keep them on the front counter. Bring them up every time we can for the next 5 or 6 months, whatever they want to do. And in the meantime, we are going to. I'm scared to death he's clicking buttons. We're going to do something crazy here. In the meantime, we're going to be drinking them a lot as well, which, boo-hoo for us. But we actually did enjoy this. If you guys watched the episodes, it was all done before any kind of sponsorship was talked about or nothing. So those were just our honest opinions of them. We really like the stuff. It's got some great, unique flavors for a Oklahoma distributed and distilled whiskey. A lot of it's I think it's almost all Oklahoma sourced corn. It was 80% low. Yeah, 80% Oklahoma sourced corn. So kind of unique to the area. You know us, we're a sucker for unique stuff to begin with. I think you'd like it. People we've had down here and tried it with us, nobody's said, "Ooh, I don't know about that." Everybody's went like they went, So we highly encourage you to go out and try them. And the thing is, we're still not sure if it's Hochatown or Hochatown. I originally thought it was Hochatown. Then I got convinced it was Hochatown in some way because somebody said that. And then I heard a radio ad the other day that had nothing to do with the distillery, but just somebody randomly saying something about Hochatown.
Ooh.
And now I'm like, oh, crap, we're saying it wrong.
Well, somebody commented on one of the videos and they said we had it right, but we've changed it so many times in all of the videos that
We have no idea which time he was talking about it.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I don't know, because we said Hockatown, Hochatown, Hochatown, and Hochatown.
Sounds like a song, you know?
Not one I wrote. So, anyways, the point of all that big spiel, besides killing time, was A, to let you know we have a sponsor, which we're tickled to death about, and B, I needed a drink.
Oh, hey, you know what? I'm also out. If you wanted to, which one are you pouring?
I didn't even look.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they all are good. Oh, the bottled and bond.
Bottled in bond.
Tasty.
I got the one that was easiest for me to grab.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bottled in bond was one that they just. The camera's working. Is there any reason for me to set it back over there?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not working.
The bottled in bond was one that we kind of had to wait on. Back in November when they originally was going to send these out, they said, well, hey, we got this new one coming out. You want to wait? So it took a couple weeks. They got it over to us. And man, it's good stuff.
Oh, hey, Tyler just joined.
Tyler just joined.
He's not.
Is he in his studio?
He's who can turn
All right,
him on here?
Whoa!
You might need some headphones.
You're gonna need some headphones.
We've done that problem before.
Mhm.
We know that one. Oh.
I think there's some in the audio room in there, Tyler.
I just got some of the birds trying to figure this out. So I'm trying to figure it out.
There's I got headphones right here.
Oh, is that the purple set?
No, this is my good set.
Ooh, well, why are you pulling on them like that?
Tyler, I got some headphones for you, bud.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways, yeah.
I'm at a loss of words.
Yeah, I'm just it's hard to get ramped up when you're just pretty sure everything's going to crash any second now. I really want somebody on there to be like, "Hey, it's working."
This should be an entire live stream as a commercial for BetterHelp, of just like trying to work through your paranoia that the stream is going to quit.
Oh God, it's quit every freaking time we've done it, man. I've just about to the point. Well, I don't know what the point is, other than
It's nuts.
we've got
But-
good cameras. We've got
This is exciting.
what's that?
KY Brew review.
Oh, cool. I like
We-
those guys.
Started watching them. Probably
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
a year or two before we started.
Well, you did. I actually didn't see them until right when we started.
But then they're so close. They're like they're down the road.
Yeah,
in
Kentucky. I would assume.
We gotta get after it.
Yeah,
He
I would
says
enjoy that.
This is working. All right, good.
All right, this is the second try of tonight, guys. Who can I ask who are we talking to at KY?
Whoa, Tyler, what are you doing, bud? Tyler's trying out some.
We got Tyler in the corner. He was supposed to be running on the audio for us tonight, and everything went sideways. Yeah, who's on the other end of KY over there?
Yeah,
Just so we know which
one?
guy, because there's like 100 of you. So
That's true. Yeah,
who's I can't Special K. Nice,
Special K.
nice. My favorite one. Sure, why not? Right.
Nice.
No, you guys, if you guys get a chance, go over and check out the KY Beer Review. They've been doing it for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are considerably larger than we are,
I
for
think
sure.
like everything under the sun that's out there, they've done a review on.
I think they're out of beer and they started moving into our territory whiskey. Which,
But
when they're in Kentucky, why wouldn't you?
we got to get down that way sometime. I don't know where. I feel like we talked one time and we know where you guys are, but I feel like I want to say like maybe Louisville or somewhere.
I thought it was Louisville.
But we should
that
meet.
area.
Paducah's not that far away from us. We should see
No.
if we could meet in the middle in Paducah, or just we could just go where they're at, and we could buy more whiskey in
I
Kentucky.
feel like Louisville would be a lot more fun than Paducah.
Louisville's nice. It's a cool town.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna say he's from Paducah. I got it all wrong.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. All right.
Well, let's talk about what have you had recently that has really kind of like knocked your socks off.
Hotchatown?
Well, yeah. No, I mean,
Are you mean
like
you mean
besides-
stop shilling and actually talk about stuff?
yeah. Although I
Okay.
mean, they are quite tasty.
They are pretty tasty. Let me think here. What we did?
That's Louisville. Yeah.
Was it? Okay, I was thinking that the same. Let me think here for a second. That's a curveball. I wasn't expecting that.
I know. I threw you under
I
the
haven't had
bus.
any beers at all lately that has been just amazing. Nothing has made me gaga for anything that I've had.
Mhm.
Not that I've drank a lot of beer lately, so that's kind of just a, just I've not been in the mood for beer.
Tyler can go get you one of those Heineken 0.0s.
Like
you
I said, I'm not. No,
That's a pretty good one though for NA stuff. It tastes like a Heineken, which is not great.
I don't know about that. What did we have the other day that? So a lot of the stuff that I've been drinking lately that I've really been impressed with is I got in a friend of mine's private stash, and it's stupidly expensive and very specific
Look at you, you
Kentucky
snob.
straight. I know, but I mean that's a lot of the new stuff that I've had that's really blown me away. And there's been so much of it I can't remember. Actually, you know what? I do have one back here and this did come out as sort of his stash. Let me grab it.
Okay. I've got one that you're probably not thinking of that I think you liked pretty well. But it's not a whiskey. It's a mezcal.
I'll grab that.
The 400 Cañejos. We were pretty impressed with. Yeah, I've been nursing that John J. Bowman. That's pretty tasty. Little bottle. Right there.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a bit before it gets more of it. So,
Oh! See, this is why you don't do beer. Because
I tried to get that. I could not find it. Every time, have you guys ever had the French's mustard beer?
that's
That is-
when it's impossible.
I've tried 3 different times to order that. Every time it's out, I want that. What we're trying to do is we've got a hot dog beer, or had a hot dog beer. We're trying to get the mustard beer and something that has to do with bread and see if we can make us a hot dog or a cheeseburger.
Yeah, mixer.
Yeah.
Hot dog
Anyways.
beer. That's coincidentally is how my wife describes Lafroig. This hot dog water.
What?
She calls it
How?
hot dog water.
That doesn't even make sense.
If you smell it in that context, it's kind of like when you when we have a new bottle on the show and you review it, or we review it and you use the terms like, oh, it tastes like blood, or I've got one better. This was recent, not a month or two ago. You said, oh, it's really it has really like farm fresh manure smell. I was like, you just said that this thing smells like shit. That's your nosing note. And you're like, no.
Shit and manure is two
in a-
different things.
in a
In
good
this
way.
context. In this context.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm drinking the Sam Adams Cold Snap, which I like. Cold Snap. Reason I bought this last one is because I knew it was going to run out of it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, beer hasn't really been my thing. So the one whiskey that I've had lately, let's see if I can get that without getting the try to get the light off of it. Whatever. Anyhow, it's John J. Bowman. It's a Virginia whiskey, and man, is it freaking delicious! It is so damn delicious. You can't hardly get it around here. Like I say, my buddy loves it, and he gets it by the case, so I'm able to get a little bit from him. But I know every bottle he's got left right now is like store pick, barrel proof, special, yada yada. Going to break my bank to get
I
it.
don't think. Does
So-
he have any tattoos?
I don't think so.
I feel like it's the same thing. Like, I don't think I could pick a single distillery that I was just like in love with for that long of a period.
Well, I mean that's his daily. He's got a lot of whiskey. But
I mean, I
that's the
can't-
daily.
I have trouble with like at the Taco Bell menu. I want all of it. It's all the same stuff.
That's why
It's just
you're-
packaged differently, but
Taco
it's
Bell's
kind of like bourbon. Though. It's all the same stuff. It's just packaged differently.
whatever. You talk about the rabbit.
The rabbits, the 400 rabbits. Yeah, this one is pretty tasty. This is a mezcal, and we've done several mezcals lately, or no, over the past year or two that are kind of, I don't know, they're smokier and heavier, I think, than is what we're looking for on a regular basis. Although, like Bozal is always good. We had some Pluma Negra, a mezcal that was fantastic. But this kind of brought us back to the Casamigos mezcal, which we get roasted for completely all the time in the comments section because it's it's like a shill celebrity, whatever. It's not done traditionally, but we like the sort of minty aftertaste of it. It's kind of got a freshness to it with still being smoky. That's what this one does. So,
Sorry, I was telling Jared and Patrick jump back in.
oh, gotcha.
Who else we got up here?
I'll tell you who we have up here. We've got Tyler is back.
Now he's got it. Oh, it still rings.
I don't know what the.
Turn your mic off, Tyler.
I had it off.
Oh,
That better?
oh, that is better. But
You can
but
just
now,
see me and I can wave.
yeah, now we can't hear you. That's fine. It's all good. Headphones. You got headphones yet? Oh,
That's weird.
well, we'll work on that. This is Tyler. Tyler's been helping us out quite a bit. You've seen Tyler on the show before. We're gonna start doing some music before too long, and I think Tyler will make an appearance or two. Because everyone in our group plays something. A lot of us are songwriters. Some of us only play instruments when we're high, but
he's not talking to me, even though he's looking at me.
but you know who I'm talking about. There's a lot
I know
of
who you're
there's
talking about.
really great harmonica player. Yeah, so we'll start doing some of that fun stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out why Tyler's mic. What mic are you using, Tyler? Just the Surface?
Yes.
Ah,
So that's probably why.
looky who's here. Hot tuna.
We was just discussing you the
I
other day.
gotta figure
Yeah.
out if I can bring it to comments now.
I feel like we know who this is, and I can't remember where we talked to you.
It does seem like we've had a conversation.
But
one-on-one
also, when
before.
we used to do lives, we were pretty messed
fucked
up.
up. Hey,
So
fucking drunk? Is that what you meant trying to
that is
say?
usually when we started, which we thought was the problem with all the tech stuff, but it turns out it's just the tech stuff. How do we choose which drinks to review? It's kind of both. We get sent some bottles, which we always,
That's our favorite way. Is somebody gives us stuff,
yeah, whether it's the
'cause
distillery or
obvious reasons.
or a friend or somebody that just mails us one. Is it your phone? Or is it my phone?
It's a good chance it's mine because I just texted Patrick and told him to jump back in. So,
But yeah, so that's one way that we
Except
get
that's my
started.
son.
We also just find things randomly at stores that we think are interesting. We try to do a tequila, a mezcal. Sometimes we'll dip into a gin or something like that on Tuesdays. We try to do whiskey mostly on Thursdays.
Yeah, whiskey being a blended bourbon, Scotch,
Rye,
something
Irish.
probably a brown in color, and not like that.
No,
And then
I just love it. Like, I never thought of it before, but we divide our weeks into colors. We're like brown liquids, clear liquids.
anyways, then
and that's why we've never reviewed Midori.
So a lot of what we travel a lot. At different times, Lyle will be all over the country. I travel probably more daily, but I've closer routes. And then when I'm out and about, I just see random stuff, or I'll see something that catches my fancy, or maybe there's a sale on it or whatever. Like this weekend, I'm heading down to New Orleans with Colby. Probably gonna look around, see what we can find down there. Where I come up with something while we're in that area.
We do get, especially with the beer, we get a lot of local stuff.
And Dallas stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess, yeah, even the distilleries, we're pretty regionally based in the Midwest. I'd
Yeah.
say,
So we'll get a
right?
lot of stuff out of Texas, Kentucky, Tennessee,
Oklahoma.
Missouri, of course, and Oklahoma.
We used to get some stuff out of Iowa, but we made that distillery mad. So we're not talking to them anymore. I made
Well,
them mad.
they're not talking to us. Technically, I still drink their stuff, but it just
What was the I think Wretched?
wretched.
I think
fucking wretched. I believe was the actual.
It was terrible though. But it was just that one bottle. Their other stuff is quite good. I'm not even going to name them because it's
You can find it if you go back and look. It's been brought up a lot.
But Indiana, we get quite a bit of stuff out of Indiana. Actually, we've got a new one from Indiana called Gnawbone. Was that what it was?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We had a
Yeah,
guest
yeah, yeah.
on, Tim Grimm, who's a wonderful singer-songwriter. Tim was on and brought us a bottle of Gnawbone from Indiana and played a couple tunes for us. So that those episodes should be up probably next week, I guess.
I think if
Yeah, it's
we
getting
stay on
close, yeah.
task.
Which, who knows if we're going to stay on task.
All right, so
Hmm.
I wanted to back up.
Jared, you're going down there, aren't you?
Yes, but I was going to back up to a comment before that. Patrick, I was going to pick up his stuff. He said, "Come to my bar." Patrick, pretty quick, we'll have you drop in with it live. Probably not today because we're having so many freaking problems, but maybe next month we'll have you drop in with some of your live stuff. That being said,
We probably could actually.
I
today.
am
Things seem to be going smoothly if he's around.
okay. I am going to be up your way for 2 to 4 weeks. I'll be hanging out in Kansas City, working, and probably going to be at your place. I mean, maybe sleeping at your place. I don't know. I haven't actually talked to you yet.
It's like, I'm actually going to be at your bar for like 3 weeks. I'm going to
So
sleep
just-
underneath it.
Anyhow, all of that to be said, we're going to try to schedule up and do some lives up there again, and so that's probably going to happen in the next 30-ish days if you are around. If you're not, then we'll postpone it and do it again.
Am I coming up too?
Well, I mean, at least a day. If I'm already going to be there, it only leaves half of the trip to make.
We're not both staying at Patrick's house for 3 weeks.
I don't know about that.
I
I'm
mean-
not staying with you.
You don't think it would be good for me to leave my 2-year-old daughter for 30 days?
Probably- probably not.
just to go drinking in someone's basement.
All right. Now, what was the comment you started to get to while I knock stuff over down here?
I was just saying that, that Jared wants to sneak in some cash for some Sazerac because up where we're at, Sazerac rye is hard to get a hold of and kind of pricey when you can find it. But you found it down in
It
Louisiana
was like
for
$16.
man,
Stupidly cheap.
which makes it
stupidly
a
cheap.
lot better.
Which, Patrick, I need to get the name of that bar or the package store from you again, because that's where we're going to be heading. Go see what we can
Didn't you
find.
pick up some Eagle Rare down there for pretty cheap too? Or
Patrick
was
did.
it Patrick did?
Patrick did.
What was it? There's something else you bought for like $10 down there. I can't remember.
Some of this tequila come from down here.
Yeah,
There's quite a bit of tequila.
I'll have to think on it. I can't remember. There's
I don't
something
know. I brought a bunch of stuff
because
back,
I'm not a fan of
and
Sazerac.
Patrick brought even more.
I don't like Sazerac rye that much, but there was something
I
you
do.
bought down there that we drained pretty quick. I'll think on it. I'll let you know in 30 minutes.
The we still got it though. We didn't drain it.
What?
trying to think the other one I brought back here.
Fighting Cock?
Fighting Cock. That was one that
Yeah.
came from here.
That was
We went through a couple bottles of that. Patrick and I went through a couple bottles of that while we was down there.
I got to tell you, that Old Granddad, I'd never had it before. That was pretty
Same.
tasty.
Anybody here had Old Granddad? It was
Bottled and bond,
the bottled and bond.
$12.
Not bad. Not
Pretty
bad.
dang good for $12.
So is this new thing? Cedric was cheek, fighting cock was cheek. Yeah, I brought some other stuff back. I know I brought some tequila back as well, but I don't remember what all it was. And I know you brought several back, Patrick. Anyhow, I'm heading back down there again this weekend just to screw around. So, well, it was good ones.
Yeah.
In my ears, it was a good one. No eagle work. So does this thing just automatically throw comments up? Is that how this is working?
It does. It
It's very
automatically.
distracting as I'm seeing stuff come up. That's
it-
why I'm not looking at the camera.
It automatically throws it up when Tyler puts it up.
Oh, Tyler's doing. I
Tyler's
forgot.
like- he's-
Tyler's helping.
Yeah, and he's doing a fantastic.
When
job.
he isn't getting looped back through my head, I forget he's here.
Yeah. So the Granddad Bottled and Bond is wildly sweet.
It's unique, man. I mean, that stuff is like you said, Southern Comfort. I mean, I was thinking not quite that sweet, but it's nuts.
It's like it's really easy to pick out the flavor notes because it's very like charry and then it's sweet and then a little bit of burn. Like it's not really complex, but it's what's there is really good.
Well, Patrick, we had the Bottled and Bond. It was what the 100 is what we just had, and my God, it was sweet and light, and it was pretty interesting. I was a little bit torn on whether I really liked it or not.
You haven't had the 114, have you?
Of not.
That's the one that I see more often around here.
Well, okay, hang on. I said that.
You don't remember having the 114.
Here's the deal. There is a bottle that we had up at the office under the counter when I first started working there. That was a bottle of Old Granddad, and I don't remember what it was.
Was it good?
It was very good.
Hmm.
And I don't remember what it was. And it may have been the 114 because I remember it being hot, but I also really liked it. So it could be the
I
114.
feel like Old Granddad's one of those ones that like now is it's sort of like the Henry McKenna 10 was for a while. I think that was the one that was like super like hard to find. Like, oh, it's a really great cheap bourbon that's like way above its price point. And I'm hearing rumblings now about Uncle Nearest is the most recent one that I've heard rumblings about that I've seen price jumps for. But as we've just found out with the Buffalo Trace bullshit, that's not. It turns out price is not a factor. Should not be a factor, right?
Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping
the big giant lawsuit for the distributor withholding Trace products, right? Is that the gist of it? They were withholding Trace products until the liquor stores like carried all their other crap.
pretty much. What their whole deal is when they go in and they go have their allotted stuff. The only way a store is going to get the allotted stuff is if they first bought out the undesirable stuff from them, which wasn't necessarily from Buffalo Trace.
Midori.
That's probably desirable. I don't know.
Here's the deal: if you buy 400 cases of Midori, we'll give you 3 bottles of Buffalo Trace.
That feels accurate. So I don't hate Buffalo Trace.
Do you like Wicked Pickle?
No.
Hey, that's one that I wonder if KY's done. I
Oh
wonder
my
if you've
God,
done Wicked
surely.
Pickle. If not, we have
Hey,
plenty to send you.
We want to send you one. If you haven't done it, we're sending you some. We're doing it. I'm just get with us. We'll get you an address or get an address from you. We are sending it to you if you haven't already done it.
We were at a show. We were playing a show up near St. Louis, and we were playing a show, and we ran out of drink. We caught the guy that was running the thing and that booked us, and said, "How you guys doing? You doing okay?" And I said, "We're doing great, but we're out of whiskey. Do you have any whiskey?" And he said, "Yeah, man, I do. Here you go," and handed us an entire box of Wicked Pickle, little, what are those, 50 mils? Little tiny
I don't know.
airline bottles. But
I don't drink
it's terrible. It's really awful stuff.
Yeah, it's not like dill pickle. It's like grandma's pickle.
Oh, thank God somebody said
What?
it.
Well, I just did. You know, all my friends are here. I don't know why anybody's texting me.
Patrick might have
Well, it was Patrick, but
something to say. That's not a bad idea. I've only been through a corner of Wyoming.
I don't think I've ever been to Wyoming.
Have you been to Yellowstone?
Mm-mm.
Oh, That's the only
I
part.
heard it's
I've been-
dangerous.
Like
Shit's gonna blow up.
tiny bit. I know, but you got to get there before it blows up.
No, you got to leave before it blows up.
Depends
You can get
on,
there after. It's fine.
Depends on how bad you want to live. You know.
Anyways,
No, it's one of those things where how do you feel about that? That's actually kind of an interesting. I joke about it, but I'm actually like I have like prepper level survival desires. I'm not a prepper.
that was a long one too.
That is
That was a long one.
that is not a toilet. That is our sump pump.
I might have to shut that off.
Yeah. No, but point being, we in Missouri down in the Ozarks, we're right in the cusp of we might be able to make it if it blows up, right? But my wife's aunt and uncle are up in Montana, and like they are kind of pretty much gone if it blows up. And when we were discussing it at the time, at least they're like, hey, if it goes, it better just take us with us, you know.
Well,
So
it will.
I could see being that close to it, you know. They didn't want to live in the world after that, which would be pretty catastrophic. But where do you like? Do you just want to like? Because I heard Joe Rogan talking about something similar the other day, and he's like, I just want to be taken out. You know, I don't want to have to survive in the aftermath.
Well, I mean, I kind of think I'm with that. It's going to be a huge pain in the ass, and the world's going to be all screwed up anyways. What? I don't know. If I made it, I made it. I mean, I wouldn't like off myself. I would go ahead and survive. But on the same note, whatever, dude. If I'm caught in it, I'm caught in it. I ain't worried about that crap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess no one's asking for your opinion if you're gone.
Right.
Right.
I ain't worried about that crap.
All right, fun.
I don't even know what I make it to work tomorrow. I'm not worried about getting blown up in Yellowstone.
I'm gonna swap our music and let's try something new. There's all kinds of beats, you know. But you know, here's what I've figured out. On the music, there is no country genre. It's like hip hop, lounge, ambient. You don't want just like banjos running 24/7.
I mean,
I was kind of
banjo's fine.
I was kind of just like in just like straight banjos for 2 hours.
All right.
However, here's what Patrick says.
All right.
Yeah.
World's Worst Screwed. I could play. That's fair.
You know,
That's fair.
whiskey's probably a pretty good bartering tool for the end of the
It
world.
will be.
Right? Yeah.
It will be.
I had somebody one time ask me, I don't think they drank, but they're kind of that ilk of like, let's just be prepared. And he was asking me what would be a good whiskey, like a pretty decent whiskey to kind of save up and barter with at some point, you know? And I was like, oh, you know, there's this one and this one and this one. I was like, what's the price range you're looking to get? And he was like, oh, I want to get like 10 cases. And I was like, whoa, that's a completely different story. Like,
So what'd you tell him, Evan Williams?
I think I ended up with Knob Creek or Woodford because that $30 price range is like pretty good. It's not
I was
the
going to say
best,
Knob Creek or Buffalo Trace.
but it's pretty. if there's nothing left, that compared to like Jim Beam White Label is going to be like light years above, right?
I don't know. We do. I mean, we liked Jim Beam, the White Label.
The White Label?
Didn't it do
I like-
pretty well? No, I'm thinking of
No.
Evan Williams. I'm sorry.
Evan Williams did.
Evan Williams
Evan
did,
Williams
not
did.
Jim Williams. Sorry.
The Jim Beam Double Oak we used to like pretty well. I haven't had it in a long time.
Hey, see you, KY.
But
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, check them guys out. Go drop them a line. Say hey on behalf of us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, great channel. They do a ton of stuff.
Oh, a ton of stuff, and
like-
they're just.
Daily? Are they daily now?
I think they are daily.
Yeah.
They got about 18,000 subs last I checked. They probably got more than that. That was
It's
the last
great.
time I looked.
It's definitely a great
Um,
channel. If you're wondering how something
and
tastes,
if you-
before you buy it, go check their channel. They've done
Even
it.
vaguely like how we are, kind of hillbilly-ish. You'll love them. So
Good dudes.
good dudes, 100%.
Yep.
Cheap whiskey is bartering whiskey, and catastrophe volume is king. See, that's what I said. I agree. That's why I was, Evan Williams, if you're going to do that.
Oh, I think we've started something here. We've started a thing of like,
A fight, a
what
divorce.
do you do in an apocalyptic scenario with your whiskey? Because
Okay.
Patrick says volume.
I guess that can be a.
Which I guess volume makes sense unless money isn't an issue for you and you can get, because how would like a volume of like, are you going to get like a warehouse of Evan Williams versus like, a couple storage lockers of Woodford?
I mean, what would be volume? If you knew it was coming, like anything, if you had any kind of inkling and you could go buy up, several cases would be.
Okay. Mini bottles wouldn't be the worst idea,
Is that what they are? 100 milliliters?
I guess.
You said 50 a while ago.
Well, I was thinking 50, but 100 sounds also
So
right.
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm talking about. Are you kidding me out?
Well, I thought I had him cornered. I thought he was going to be like, maybe I don't want to.
Well, actually, no, I'm
maybe I don't
curious
know.
though, because they do make the
I
little.
think they are 100
the little-
mils, actually.
They make
now.
the little tiny like.
That sounds really right.
We'll see. We'll
All right.
Check.
Tyler, I can't reach. Pop up the guts comment. I don't have glasses. Keep the good whiskey for personal use. Now that's the right answer right there. I will. I really need to move this over if I'm going
Okay,
to keep
so-
looking at that. So
Hot Two is being really generous with his bartering.
generous?
Yeah.
That's the opposite
He's
of
given-
generous.
he's
If he's
given-
giving 100 milliliter bottles, that's the opposite of generous.
No, he's giving away twice as much as he has to. These are little 50s.
Wow.
So the hundreds, I think, are maybe those like.
I dare you to shoot that.
No, this shit's
I'll give you
awful.
$1.
No. I'll do it for $20.
$20?
Yeah,
You can buy a whole case of it for $20.
I know. I could also buy something better for $20.
2 bottles is something better. Maybe 3.
You pick a bottle out. I'll shoot this. If you get what? Maybe I guess I should pick a bottle out if I'm going to shoot it. What do I want for this? I mean, it can come up to the show. It doesn't have to go. It's not going to go home with me. What do I want for this 50 milliliter?
What are you talking about?
There you go.
I'm already. No, not just for the fun of it. No,
Yeah, just for the fun of it.
No,
This is for the views,
no,
for the clicks, for the gram.
no,
We're not on gram.
no.
For the tube.
This stuff is really terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be goading you into drinking it if it was good. It'd already be gone.
Are you going to do one with me?
No, fuck, that's such terrible.
Let's see here.
It's in a plastic bottle.
I think okay, I got you. All right.
Hey, Jen, look, all of this.
That's all Wicked Pickle.
That's all Wicked Pickle.
All right.
It's all this.
Here's what I'll do. We have a bottle of Ajayeto Reposado up there. Or maybe it's the Añejo. I think it's the Añejo. You buy another bottle of Ajayeto to go next to that one so we can have a little bookshelf of.
That's the repo.
Is it?
You want me to buy an $80 bottle of tequila so you'll shoot that?
Well, you're going to get to drink the $80 tequila.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not that drunk.
That's fair. It's fair.
You should be thanking me.
I am very grateful. My
right.
liver and my stomach, thank you.
All right, we've got enough people on here right now. We should probably go back and talk about Hotchtown again. I know I was killing time earlier, but so half we had the other camera on, you would see that there's about 4 bottles just over here. And those of you guys that's been watching the episodes in the back a little bit, you've seen back in January we did like 4 bottles of this, which was what was the single barrel select.
No, small batch, select,
Small- yeah,
single barrel,
barrel.
bottled and bond.
And bottled to bottle.
Yes.
So they was kind enough to send us these and a couple shirts and all that stuff to do the review. I hate calling it reviews. Send us all that stuff out, and we did the few reviews on them. And by the time we got to the 4th one, we was loving them. We got talking back and forth with them, and they offered to become sponsors of the show. So if you've watched the last few episodes, you've seen us call them out even more. And what that means for us is we're going to keep them on the front counter here. They're going to give us a few more bottles. We're going to have some setting back. Well, probably these bottles setting back on the shelf to drink. Then we're going to have some full ones setting up here to show off. They're going to keep us in some whiskey, and we're going to throw some
good whiskey.
some banners. Yeah, some good whiskey.
Man, they're fantastic.
And I say that because I wanted to point out that all of these, the reviews that we did was done before we had any kind of business deals with them. So they're legit. They're, we
But now we just
genuinely
wanna,
like them.
Now we just want to spread the good word.
They're really good. They're really good. They're sourced out of Oklahoma. They're over in a Broken Bow. If you guys like a nice, rich, bold whiskey, this is going to be an excellent choice for you to try. They've got a bottled and bond that was just released back in November. Super pleasant people to talk to. Blue over there is just a really nice guy, top-notch people. They really enjoy what they do. Can't say enough good about them. So when you get a chance, go over and check out Hochatown or Hochatown. Nobody's correcting me, but I feel like I'm saying it wrong. And Patrick says, bring one up and put them on up the gut. So yeah, I might bring one with me.
What if we just went down there one day?
To up the gut?
No, we're going to go to up the gut, but to Hochatown.
Hochatown? Yeah, no, we talked to him about that as well.
We should just go down there, and we should just make an entire episode of how do you say it.
I think there's only 4 ways that it legitimately could be said.
That could,
and
still
I've already eliminated 2 of them.
It could be like a 5-minute episode, though. Just like
So we was trying to decide if it was. I thought it was.
First thought
Hochatown.
We first thought it was Hochatown, right?
No, I thought it was Hochatown first.
Okay. Then
and then it was Hockatown, but I thought that sounded disgusting. That's probably not right. So then it was. I ultimately settled on Hochatown. And then I called Broken Arrow, what we call it, not the Better Business Bureau, but whatever it was.
Broken Bow.
No, I think I called Broken Arrow. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I
got mixed up in there.
Right. I think I called the wrong place because they said it's Hochatown. And then I heard a radio station the other day call something Hochatown. And that is making me think that probably I'm saying it wrong, and Broken Arrow is trying to screw over Broken Bow.
Okay, hang on.
Which is where Hochatown is at.
This is what there was a comment that said that I was right as well, but I don't remember what I said.
No, now here's what I like is Hot Tuna just literally just wrote the word up there like we're supposed to.
I'm fighting with Tyler to show this comment.
Let Tyler do his job. Get your hand off shit.
I
pay him a lot of money to sit there.
Hochatown. Did I say Hochatown?
Well, is it the long O or a short O, Mr. Tuna? Is your first name Hot? Hochatown. Okay, so that's what I think it is now. That's what
I said. Hochatown. That's what I want to say. I want to say Hochatown.
I think it is Hochatown. That's what I think it is too. And I think the people over at Broken Arrow was just trying to fuck over the people over at Broken Bow by telling me the wrong thing.
You took my mouse away, didn't
you? I did because you're pissing me off.
You took away the controls. Oh, no. Oh, no.
But Hot Tuna, are you around the area? Is that where you're at? I feel like you're not. I think you're...
Hochatown. All right. Well,
no, I like the way he's thinking, though. The way he spells it better. I just say whiskey. So, anyways, yeah. So, appreciate if you guys get a chance. Check them out. Yeah. Say you saw it over on Taste Buds. That helps us. Helps them know that. Helps us to help them know that their word's getting out. Do highly recommend it. Their stuff is nice and sweet. Got a lot of cherry notes in it. Very, very. I don't want to say viscous and mean it in a bad way. Overseas, I need to know more about that. He might be that one dude in Pakistan or whatever that was watching us. Anyways, if you get a chance to try their stuff, it's pretty dang good. I mean, I haven't had anybody that I've served it to yet go, not for me. They all like it.
Yeah,
including Morgan. And Morgan's pretty picky about her whiskey. She even liked it.
I'm out of a drink. Would you pull us down a gin?
Gin?
Yeah.
I'm tangled up, bud.
Give me a gin.
All right.
Pick me a gin. You gin fiend.
Here's one to talk
Oh,
about.
John Emerald.
Haven't done that in a long time.
Dope. Oh no, this is the like anise flavored gin.
Oh, is it? I thought it was just barreled.
I'll take a little bit, but
All right.
it's probably
I'll
not.
come back. What did you do here to me?
What? Nothing. I don't like the anise
Jack West.
gin.
Boy, that is strong. What have you done?
Nothing. Do you remember the other day when I had a Tank 7 and you scooped some sawdust off the floor and threw it in my beer? I am kind of anxious to still. I think you should try it. I think it would be good. I think it's a good combination.
If you was wondering if he's kidding about the wicked pickle, I can smell it. I didn't even drink it. I could smell it. Oh, it's bad.
I think it'd be good with Cold Snap. It's good in the Bloody Mary. I will say that. Is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. It's really, really bad.
I can't get my mouth near it.
I'll have to get a new glass after that. That's bad. I thought it was that gin when you first opened it, and I didn't realize you'd poured anything in my beer.
Ugh. Ugh.
It's pretty tough, right? Hey, Tyler, come here. Come try this.
Get on here.
All right, now tell your story about your because I laughed my ass off about this.
We're working on the studio down here, and yeah, I had drinking a Tank 7 and turned around and turned back around and took a little sip of my beer and it tasted very piney, very, very woody flavored, and also had a little bit of chew to it.
Doesn't smell bad. It smells like pickle juice. And pine sol.
Well, don't let us taint your opinion. Go, let's see what you think.
Oh god, that's awful.
All right, there it is. There it is.
Oh god.
Yes. Anyway,
How is that stuff still getting sold? That's what I don't understand.
I will say this about Wicked Pickle. It's pretty good in a Bloody Mary
Sure.
because the whiskey gives it enough sort of like deep in flavor, and then that spicy pickle kind of like picks up in the tomato juice. But that's about
Bloody Marys make vodka taste good. I mean, what the hell?
well, I know it's got to hide a lot there.
Okay. And finish your story.
Anyway, so I took a sip of this Tank 7 full of sawdust, and it was my first thought was not, oh, Chris has messed with my beer. My first thought was, what whiskey is this? This tastes like a whiskey. I feel like I've had this whiskey before. All these really bright woody notes to it, and then I started chewing it, and I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be chewing. This is a beer. I do not. Something's happened. It took a minute.
So what happened is he set his beer down close to my miter saw, and I cut a board. And at first I felt bad because I was like, oh shit, I got sawdust in this beer. Then I realized there's only about that much beer left in there anyways. And I was like, oh, I don't feel bad about that. Then I was like, you know what'd be funny? I'll just put a bunch of sawdust in there. So I reached down the ground and scooped a big handful of sawdust up, went and blew it all into his beer, and wiped it all down, and waited. I didn't have to wait very long. It was really hard not to laugh my ass off while he's trying to drink that.
Try this gin. You tell me what you think of that gin.
I remember I didn't like it. Oh, wow. What'd you have in this before?
The 400.
Okay.
Tomatoes,
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember it being that
mezcal.
smoky. Yeah, that's.
Hey, while we're at it, we've talked about Ho Chi Town quite a bit. But Tommy is the guy.
Talk about who?
Tommy.
Ho Chi Town.
Yes. Tommy's the guy that kind of hooked us up with that stuff. And
Actually, that ain't bad. It's kind of with
big
the
thanks to
mezcal.
him.
Gives it a little zhuzh.
Yeah. Gin is one of those things I really expect a Christmas tree in my glass. And it's hard for me to get over that expectation that there might be something different. Something
That
new.
400 rabbits haven't rinsed the glass with it is
Yeah.
kind of fixes that.
So that's what it takes for like a $30 bottle of gin, is you need to rinse it with like a $50 bottle of mezcal.
I don't think that mezcal's that high.
I don't think it was either, but smoky.
Probably do it with Lefroy.
Yeah,
If you want
Yeah,
like
if you
up
want-
the ante, go with the
Uh-huh.
$70 bottle or something.
What's that martini you like that's rinsed with? Is it rinsed with absinthe or sprayed with absinthe? I can't remember.
It is I assume this is a very niche place because, as far as I know, they made it there in Springfield. But it's called an Orbium Reviver, which is a martini that they did a riff of a martini off of a corpse reviver. So basically, what they do is they take a glass, spritz it with absinthe, and then they make a martini using the. Hang on, I got it right here.
I just always expect gin to give off like a Christmas tree situation.
Jen, is that true? Do you give off a Christmas tree situation? Anyways, this is the Hendrix Orbium. We lost feed.
Oh, we sure did. Wonder what happened there.
Somebody tell us if we still got audio.
You still have audio, yes.
Huh.
Okay.
Weird.
So Lyle's working diligently on that. So I also just now realized this bottle's blue, which I did not know.
Oh, our camera died. That's why.
All right.
Be right back.
Give us 2 seconds. We'll have feedback up. So they take the Hendrix Orbium. They create a twist martini with it. So you have your vermouth in it. They use a twist of lemon and then flame the lemon. Then I personally ask them to make it a little bit dirty and use an olive in it as well. And I personally love it. That's just one of my absolute favorite drinks. But, to each their own. What are we doing there?
Switching cameras.
You can't just plug it in?
No, because we don't have the quick connect.
Huh? No, I mean, you can't just plug, like the battery died, right?
Yeah, but it was already plugged in.
Then how'd the battery die?
Didn't charge fast enough to keep. Quick question.
Do not buy Sony ZV-1s. I don't care how cool of a picture they have. They're just huge pain in the butts. Guess if we was going to do radio, we could have got your mom down here. She could have sat there and talked and introduced people. And we should actually get your mom on here sometime.
I agree.
For like 10 minutes at least. If you guys want to see that, make some comments down there, and we'll tell Jacqueline just exactly how popular she is, and we'll bring her down here, and
She can tell us all her dirty stories about the celebrities.
she can tell dirty stories about the celebrities. That woman, it's been a running joke that every time we think of a celebrity, we ask her how well she knows that person, and thinking there's no way she knows them, and every time she's like, "Oh well, he's an asshole," or "Oh, such the nicest person in the world," or "He asked me out on a date," or whatever. And it's just, I think she's making it up now. I think she just does it to aggravate us.
You think that's what's going on?
Maybe. No, I really think she does know all these people. All right, you got something going again?
We're getting close.
All right, he says we're getting close. He's back on this side of the camera, so ZV-1 and
Nothing.
yeah, a while ago you had to switch views once, remember?
I'll tell you what it is. Oh, we got to get a mouse pad.
There you go.
I can't run my mouse on the.
You know what? My mouse to my
Oh, so there you go. We'll just do audio from now on.
well, hey, all kidding aside, we actually did a podcast. We've only got a couple episodes out before we got very distracted, and I ended up being out of town a lot. And Lyle was just like, I can't do this by myself. And we
my liver wouldn't take it.
yeah, it was a drunk fest. But we do have a podcast, and we're going to pick back up. It was called Man Shaping, and we're probably going to try to get back with that. Probably don't need to see. Hey, piss off. Okay, I'm a good-looking man. Look at this mug.
What happened? What?
The correct comment is, hey, if you was that good looking, you wouldn't need that much of a beard. But whatever.
Oh man.
What?
No. it's getting
Anyhow.
a-
So I I absolutely cannot see the comments over there because they're tiny, tiny. Hot Tuna, did you say where you was at? I know you said overseas, but are you originally from the States? Or are you always from overseas, or where you at? And what time is it where you're at, and what are you drinking?
Oh yeah.
Hey, we didn't start a pot. Usually we start that off, and we got so screwed up with cameras. What is everybody drinking if you're drinking?
I'm drinking the Taste Buds Infinity bottle.
Oh, it's a good bottle, dude. Does anybody out there have an Infinity bottle? And if so, any idea what's in it and how it tastes? Because I'm telling you, we're on our second iteration of an Infinity bottle, and I'm extremely happy with it. I've even got one at my house that I'm on my second iteration of it as well. And knowing that most of it is wild turkey, it's still really good. Not anything wrong with wild turkey, but it's still really, really good. In Japan and France for work. Nice. I have not been to either. I'm planning on being in Italy in September. My girlfriend went to Japan. I missed my opportunity to go there. I'm very envious. I would love to be in Japan. Well, and France for that matter.
We're going to put a camera on this side so you can talk to them.
Yeah, it's tough to look at that. That's why I had to move my mic around too. And I apologize for not looking at everybody. It's really,
You just seem really shy.
no, it's a trust issue. I don't trust anybody to read all the comments to me, and I want to see what's going on. And I'm
But you
sorry.
can't read it's too far away.
Tyler's doing a phenomenal job on keeping them up there.
Busting them up.
Yeah, he keeps them up there on the screen where I can see.
I don't have a clue what's in our Infinity bottle.
Oh, no.
But I just kind of go by
we're
the
gonna have to
flavor.
go back up
When it
again.
gets down to about this level, we start adding stuff to it, and then we try a little bit, and we go, well, maybe a little more wood, maybe a little more.
The last thing we put in
fruit.
this in abundance was the TX bourbon.
Yeah, that lended that kind of nice, crisp smoke. Fresh cut. Actually, pretty damn close to that Tank 7 full of sawdust. That's probably, I was probably thinking a TX bourbon is where I was at.
I don't know if that cut out or not before we're there. I also don't know how much of that light that's distorting that, but that's the Hendrix Orbit we was
Oh,
talking
wow.
about.
I can see the
Yes, blue. I
the
didn't
glass.
know, I didn't know it was
like
blue.
indigo. Yeah,
Yeah.
deep blue. Fun stuff.
So yeah, Hendrix had a whole. Well, I've got them all up there: the Neptuna, the Orbium, Lunar, and then the regular standard gin, London Dry Gin. They released all of those and bought them all up just because. Why the hell not?
Yeah, you got to have a bottle set.
Like Pokemon.
Catch them all. Yeah.
Got to get them all. From California. Nice.
Yeah.
It's a new flavor profile that you just might add some to it.
I think there needs to be like a.
I was shocked.
Did they have bourbon taffy?
They have bourbon candles
I know
and
they have-
soap
Yeah. So there's
and shampoo.
Somebody surely has saltwater bourbon taffy, right? I'm just saying they got bourbon chocolate.
$1 million idea.
That's it. That's it right there.
$1 million idea.
I mean, how much did you pay for that cigar that was like what was it like? Did it sit near a cask of Weller? Is that
I'm
what happened? Was it like was it in the
embarrassed.
same room as
I'm
the Weller?
I'm embarrassed to say what I give for that cigar.
But what was the deal? Were they
Okay, so it was a. I'm trying to. My brain fart. What was the maker of that? Cohiba. So, for you cigar smokers out there, the Cohiba Red Dot was a fantastic smoke at about $25. It was one of the best cigars I'd had at the time.
Still quite pricey for a cigar.
It was very pricey. That is not a normal for me. I typically smoke $10 cigars, $8 to $12 cigars is what I typically smoke. This Cohiba Red Dot was about $25. It was an occasion, so I bought it. I had heard that Cohiba had put out a Weller wrapper, so this aged in a whiskey barrel or something. And anyhow, maybe the wrapper was aged. I don't know how. Anyways, I think I got a feeling the cigars was put in a whiskey barrel.
I
for a little bit.
still maintain that they were just wrapped in the Weller parking lot. I think that's all
Maybe.
the association that there was. They were just like, oh, it's just a whiff of it. It's like the LaCroix of cigars.
Well,
it's just a Weller fart.
I missed the opportunity to go down at the release and get one. I didn't think I was ever going to get one because I really did want to try it. I was so impressed with the red dot that I thought, man, I'm going to try this. Missed that. And then you and I, Jared and Colby,
Yeah.
was all down in the cigar shop and they had some left. And I went ahead and grabbed one. And it wasn't that much higher. It was like $28, which to be fair is the most expensive cigar I've ever bought in my life. I am not that guy. So, but I did want to try it. I thought this was
strictly Swisher Sweets for you.
I haven't had Swisher Sweet since I was having
14
bottle rocket wars in the field, 13, 14. No, I was probably 16, I guess, because I had to drive out to the hayfield. So,
oh, well,
so yeah, I guess I was probably 16. Anyways, I bought this one. It was good. It really was good. I got to say, I don't think it was better than the regular red dot. I probably wouldn't get it again, but I thought it was a once in a lifetime thing. So I wanted to try it. And so I did. Whatever. That being said, I probably wouldn't normally order the red dot either, just because it's very expensive. I think you can get a really quality cigar for $10 and less. There's really no point in spending that kind of money.
$10 and less?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, I've had some good cigars, I guess, in that price range.
You can buy a punch. Tyler, who makes the punch? Do you remember? Is that do you know who makes punch cigar? He's gonna look.
Okay.
Anyhow, that's a cigar that can usually be picked up in that $6 or $8 range, and that is a fantastic quick smoke for the money.
Quick smoke, yeah. I don't think I can go anything under. I mean, I will, and have many a time. But I find that like $6 to $12 is kind of like a range for me. And
yeah,
then,
about 8 to 12 is where I usually find the ones I like.
and then like 12 to like
Habanos. Okay.
12 to like 20 is where they get like delicious. Delicious.
So in that $10 range, that Arturo Fuentes makes several that I like. Drew Estate makes several that I like.
Fuentes is good.
Who's the
I like those cedar wrapped.
Alec Bradley makes several. They're kind of in the upper end of 12, but they're right there. Alec Bradley makes several that I really like. I can't remember who makes the Diesel brand, the box pressed. Also in that price range, really decent.
I just discovered box press cigars, and
I'm not a fan of box press, but
love
every
them.
once in a while I'll have one.
I'd never had them before, and
But you also like the V cut, which I don't like. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of, we have opposite thing going on cigars for
yeah,
sure.
it's crazy, absolutely nuts. Chad says Fuentes, yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good stuff. What are you? Are you still on your Hochatown?
Oh no, I poured
Oh.
this.
Okay, gotcha.
I emptied my Hutchton, which let's put it right there. Which I don't know if you can read because of all the dang lighting in here. We probably could work on that a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's enough that we're actually still live.
Ain't that the shit. Anyhow, let's talk a little bit what we've been doing here. So
Yeah, so we've been
for the last,
quite busy.
I guess we've been saying it's like 3 years. That really ain't true.
It's
Hell,
probably, I bet we started this 2 years ago. I
the
bet 2
the
years.
front room, the front end.
Yeah, I think 2 years ago we were like, wouldn't it be great if we had a sink down in our studio?
I remember
we
that
could wash our
conversation.
dishes down here.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so the sink turned into, well, if we're gonna put a sink, we need a kitchen, which really a sink could have just been 4 legs and a piece of plywood, and then we would have had a sink so we could wash our glass out. That turned into needing a whole countertop, which turned into needing a kitchen, and somebody wanted a bathroom. And that left a whole bunch of space in between the bathroom and where we're at.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. I can't stop looking at the freaking screen.
Watch this. I'm going to turn this down for you.
Oh, that helps a lot. Thank you. It's part of it's looking at you, part of it's looking at the. I can't stop looking at it. It's crazy.
You got to look at yourself. You just can't tear yourself away.
I don't think it's. I really don't think I'm looking at me.
You're just fascinated by the bright lights.
It's just the bright lights, yeah, the color.
You're like a moth,
So,
Mothman.
anyways, so we started remodeling up there and making a space, and then decided to add another bar up to the front, and
Mhm.
yada yada yada. So it just kept on going. That's all finally about to come to an end because I got laid off for about 2 months ish. But again, I'm talking to you. I'm not like trying to turn. If I turn this way, I'm blocking the camera. I'm talking to you.
I'm just always confused. I'm like, is there, I
But
get
I don't want to
nervous.
look like this either.
I'm like, do I need to
It's weird.
see something from Joel?
I'm looking at you. I'll try to quit. It's force of habit now. So we've been doing a ton of work down here on the studio
Yeah.
and making it a
Yeah.
comfortable space from beginning to end, and it's all just about done. Because I'm finally off work for a little bit. I have time to do stuff. So we spent the last few days down here just hardcore, like 12, 13 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
About 13 hours, I think. And I think tomorrow will pretty much be done.
Ready to
So-
receive YouTube subscribers.
Yeah. And so if you guys, we say this all the time, and I cannot tell you how much we mean it. If you guys are in the area and think you're in the Springfield area and just north of Springfield, we live in Buffalo, you think you're going to be around, you want to give us a shout, hit us up. If it's at all possible to come down and hang out with us and have a drink,
Yeah.
we will make it happen.
Absolutely.
At this stage, we are a very small channel and we really like hanging out with everybody, and it's something we can absolutely do right now. That being said, I think next month when we do our live, we should be able to show you guys what it looks like up there, and hopefully it'll be kind of more or less complete. We can show you the video games and the card table and the
Music space.
music stuff,
Yeah.
and the bar.
Yeah.
Probably won't be much on the bar yet because that's the buddy bar. That's what we're going to like stock to actually make drinks. So
Yeah, we'll get there though. Yeah, things are moving forward.
absolutely.
So we appreciate all you guys watching, subscribing, and not roasting us too hard in the comments.
Which we've got some. When we get to the,
Do you like our green screen?
it's let me see how much it's.
Here, I'll
Year.
I'll
Okay.
turn it up for you.
No, it was the rabbit bottle. I couldn't see through the head.
Do you like our green screen that we have? We're trying to work with these new cameras and try to figure out what we're doing with them. And Chris built these wonderful shelves for us so we can.
And
have
Lyle lighted them.
Yeah. But the problem is with these new cameras, they put it all like kind of out of focus and they're kind of at a weird angle. It definitely gave off like a weird look. And Chris, not 3 days before, was like, man, he's like, we got to fix those cameras. It looks fake. Our background looks completely fake.
It's
Yeah.
not fake.
Was it you? Was
what
it Hot
really
Tuna?
got it?
I feel like it was. I didn't think it was you. Maybe it was somebody else, but maybe it was you.
I don't know. Somebody
Somebody-
said in the comments, but then also my son, my 16, well,
He
I
also
guess
said it,
he's
yeah.
17
This
and a
was
half,
not-
8. No, shit, maybe he's 18.
This was
now.
not an isolated comment.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He watched the episode with me the other day and he goes, it looks like a green screen, but I know it's
Okay,
real.
Okay, it was you.
And I was just like, oh my God, we got to fix this. So I think I even pointed out in an episode, I physically walked back there and grabbed a bottle off the shelf and said, hey, it's not a green screen. Every bottle back here is real and it has alcohol in it. And they're all full of whatever it says it's on there.
We're drinkers. We're not
With the
collectors.
exception of
Yeah.
one bottle. There's one empty up there right now.
the Julio 42.
The Julio 42.
Yeah.
And it's
That's just a reminder that we need to replace it.
right. I was going to say, it's
Yeah.
not, we're not trying to pull anybody's leg. It was a full bottle. It's like a third bottle we've
You know
had.
what I think it is that on our old episodes, our bar used to be maybe
4
like,
feet behind us.
yeah, I mean like right behind us, and now we've probably got a good 6, 7, 8 feet.
Oh yeah. We're like 8 feet behind us now.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of space behind us now.
But that's what we wanted. We was tired of being squished in there.
It's
So-
just, yeah, it's just always like sardines in a can.
Well,
you know?
is that, and we have what we think is a really cool space for the area. This basement that we're in is like 120 years old.
Yeah.
It was built in one number says 1899, another one says 1901. So let's just say 1900s when this building was built. To the point that the basement that we're in now used to be street level. Now we're about 7 feet below the street level. 6 feet probably. I guess that's probably 7 is probably an exaggeration.
Well, I don't.
Well, I guess it depends where you're standing. By the
I was
time you
gonna
get to
say-
the corner, it would be almost 8, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, I'm 6'3" and I don't touch this ceiling at all.
Yeah, I forgot this is a pretty big ceiling.
And
So
the road's above this ceiling.
So anyhow, this was a literal dungeon. Actually, technically, we've heard it was a morgue 100 years ago. I don't know if that's true.
That's
or not.
why I won't edit here late at night.
I'm not worried about that crap. There is zero documented proof that a ghost has ever hurt anybody.
Well, that's fire. That's fair. But they've definitely scared people, right?
There's no reason to. They can't hurt you.
Well, here's the kicker. I never know when the lights flicker and go off and
Well, that's ghosts.
doors slam and stuff. I never know whether it's like bad wiring or if it's freaky.
What happened to our screen? It just minimized. Oh, it's back.
I hit the wrong button, sorry.
Oh, Tyler.
Oh,
hit
it's
the wrong
Tyler. Gotcha.
button. Chris took my mouse away. I can't do anything about it.
I don't have any more. Oh, you got it over. Anyway, it's a neat old building that was literally just pavement and open walls when we started, and we've got this cool space down here, so we're always really happy to show it off. So we just keep moving the camera around, and it's neat. If anybody ever gets a chance to come down here, we would love to show it to you because we're really proud of it.
Yeah.
We've put quite a bit of money into it. I'm not saying we haven't, but we've also done it on a shoestring budget with bare minimum. Like, obviously, we had to go buy sheetrock, so we had to go buy new lights in most cases. But on the other hand, most of the trim and the wood and the bar and
was gonna say,
everything
the
we
bar-
come up with just
The bar we're drinking on right now was
full Walmart.
it was free.
Yeah, I found it in a
Salvage.
Walmart store that was one of those doctor's offices that was closing out, and they was like, "Oh, we're throwing it away." I'm like, "I'll take it," and I loaded it in the truck, and here we are.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it tickles us to death to have this stuff.
What do we have coming up? We have a couple things, reviews that I'm excited about, that I'm just looking forward to getting to, because it's something that it's a point of contention and a thing that I've bitched about for a long time.
Well,
And we have a couple different versions that we're gonna do. And so I'll say what I'm excited about, and you can think on.
I'm
yours.
just curious what you're talking about. I've got a couple things that I'm thinking of that.
So one of the things I'm excited about is sort of a cage match between like standard bottles and store picks. We
Oh.
have
Okay,
we have a bottle of Angel's Envy, which is
we do. Yeah,
dropped in price significantly from what it used to be. I think you pick Angel's Envy, at least in our area, up in Sam's Club for what, 45-ish now?
yeah, 40 to 45.
That shit used to be like $70 a bottle. Like it has come down
When it
significantly.
first come out, it was really high in this area, and then it's
Yeah.
just dropped drastically.
But you have a store pick of Angel's Envy, which you paid what for?
$70
70 something?
$70.
70. Feels like I'm gonna have some Angel's Envy is what it feels like.
No, that's the one that's been unopened. We'll save it.
Not that one, but are we having the other
It
one?
was just
I'm out.
yeah.
I'm out of whiskey. I'm just saying. No, I have a huge thing with store picks because while I think they're great, usually the price is inflated almost near double, if not double. And sometimes they're real good. But we're going to do a store pick of Angel's Envy against a regular bottle. And then also we have a store pick of Elijah Craig against a regular bottle of Elijah Craig.
You want to play that game where I pour something and you try to figure out what it is?
Yeah, I do. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to darken your screen though, because I didn't let you watch it.
Okay. All right. We're going to darken. This is our favorite thing to do. I would say one of our favorite things to do in the studio, which is
Give me a category first. What do you want? You want bourbon? You want whiskey? You want?
I think I want.
Got him beat. I already got him beat. You don't even know it.
I guess bourbon. I'm sticking on bourbon. I feel like I could pick out tequila pretty damn well. So, and we've got a limited selection. How many bottles of tequila we have? Maybe 30,
30, 40.
30, 40 bottles. I feel like that's how you know that you've spent a lot of time down here. It's like, well, there's only 30, 40 bottles of that. I could probably pick that out. Now let's go bourbon. You know what? I'll open it up. You can throw a rye in there too.
Okay.
Bourbons or ryes. But anyways, so we pour a glass blind, and then we have to pick what it is. Sometimes we get it pretty dang close. Other times it takes a little bit. So, yeah. Now I'm anxiously awaiting what I'm gonna get. It's probably Wicked Pickle is what it's gonna be. It's
It
gonna
will
be.
not be Wickle.
It's gonna be one of our bourbons rinsed with sawdust from the bar that we're building up in the front of the room. I'm already taking my shots. I'm taking guesses. So,
All right. After I poured that, I realized there's a different one I wanted to pour you, but that's okay.
Are you drinking the same thing? No.
No,
Different colors.
I'm behind you. Okay. This is probably going to be a really tough one because, well, I'll explain it in a minute. I'll tell you why I think it's tough after you make a few guesses. I'm not going to hold you to accountable if you completely miss this because I would. 100% I would.
Masterson's?
No, but it's a good guess.
Is it a rye?
It is a rye.
Okay.
Hey, turn the comments back up so I can see what the hell it is.
Oh.
So the things I'm excited about, two things. One, and this is probably not going to be broadcast. We're going to, if you look over, can we flip over to Tyler's camera?
How bad did you mess me up? Is this the quinoa rye?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Tyler, can you angle your camera up there where you can see all the bottles above your head? So all that stuff up there is all mostly aged beer. And we're going to have a night down here with us and probably a couple other people, Jeremy Evans, some guys like that. And we're going to crack a bunch of those things. Some of them things are as old as 2015. And it's time some get drink. And we're going to have that's going to happen pretty quick. And I am looking forward to that night of popping some of them very old bottles up. They should be fun. They're due. That's something I'm looking forward to. That doesn't necessarily, I don't think we're going to put it on the studio or not, but we'll see. Other thing I'm looking forward to is actually getting to Kansas City. I know Patrick has a stupid amount of whiskey up there that I have not had, and he's been begging us to come up there for almost a year now. And, life happens. That is something I am very much looking forward to doing is the TTBG RTKC dose.
I have another question.
Sure.
Is this something that I've had more than once?
Yes.
Okay. I want to say it's not as potent as it used to be, but it's
Correct.
sat there for a long time. It's aerated.
Yes.
Is this the Heaven's Door rye?
No, but that's an awesome guess. It all comes from all that stuff comes in the right time frame. And it has gotten this, since you've already said it, it has gotten so aerated and so weak. I'm shocked that you even got that it was a rye.
Is it the Jack Daniels rye?
No, but now that you said that, I kind of want it.
All right, I give up.
Sam Burton rye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Samuel Burton. That's another Missouri whiskey. A little bit niche.
Okay. All right.
But man, after I poured that, I took a sniff of it and I was like, "Oh my God, he's never going to figure this out."
But I could kind of see that fitting in with the Heaven's Door and the Mastersons.
It was all about the same time. That Sam Burton stuff was very, very good. I would love to get some more of that stuff. Tyler, we should probably reach out to them at some point.
I love
Samuel Burton did.
Yeah.
They did some really good stuff.
You know what? Here's the thing about Sam Burton.
We had the rye the bourbon,
and the gin.
and the gin.
We didn't like the gin.
Now, so the gin was the one thing. Well, it's not that we didn't like the gin.
We
Well,
didn't get
we
it.
didn't like the gin, but their
didn't-
gin wasn't traditional gin. Their gin was a sipping gin, which is something that we struggle to love.
It had that
If
kind
they
of-
just make a plain gin, I'd probably love it.
That kind of cardamom heavy. Gin.
But yeah, but
Yeah.
their bourbon and their rye was so freaking good, and we really really like their stuff.
So one of the things that cracks me up about Sam Burton is that when we got it and when we drank it, we talked so much about what a good daily drinker it was, right? It's like just great sipper. And we have nursed those bottles so
They're
hard
2 years old.
because we don't want to let them go.
They're 2 years old. I guarantee they're 2 years old, and that is not
This is a great daily drinker to nurse for 2 years.
and that is, but that's not a. I
It's
do not
so
see
good.
them. I
It
do
was
not
so
see
good.
them in liquor stores.
Yeah,
It's
you
not like we can just go grab 'em. We'd have to drive up to.
Yeah,
I don't even know where they're
I assume near St. Louis probably to find anything, right?
probably.
I think
All
they're
right.
up that way.
I want to play, but I want to make a drink for. I want to make a drink for both of you.
Oh, Tyler's
Each
gonna
one,
play.
And
Okay.
then you get to pick.
Okay, yeah, go
I
for
need
it.
to know category.
Here, let me.
Because you already have whiskey.
I
So it's
Still
something
drinking whiskey.
I'm
All right,
up for-
let's make this last one, then we'll
I'm up
wrap
for
this thing up.
What do
We've
you
been-
tequila?
What category?
Gin.
Gin, and you want what?
I want tequila.
I doubt I could pick a gin out. There's only like 3 or 4 gins open. That's not really fair, Tyler. Ugh, fucking that. God damn.
Just because I'm
That's fucking
finally
nasty.
got him.
legitimately
He-
impressed.
No, I didn't drink it. I just got
Oh.
to my nose again.
No, I'm just legitimately impressed at how well you guys guess these. Because you're pretty good. I don't think anything I've poured you guys have guessed.
Probably Scotch is probably.
I was
the
going to
hardest.
Scotch is where I'm wanting to go though. But
Let's
yeah,
go.
that's one of the tougher ones. But give me Scotch because that's kind of
Scotch
what I
and
want to
what?
end the night on.
Tequila for me.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. You all can see what's going on behind us. We cannot see.
We darkened the screen.
So yeah.
So yeah, what did you say you was the most excited for?
Oh, the comparative between regular bottles and store picks, because
Okay.
I think store picks are BS
Um,
for the price.
so that
point.
bottle of Angel's Envy got back here is that I don't know how to describe that one. So what happened there is their
I'm not
their
saying
bourbon club.
I'm not saying they're not good, but like we had a Lucas Select, Lucas Liquor Select bottle of
Eagle Rare.
no, well, we did have an Eagle Rare. We also had
Well, Jared had the Eagle Rare, but
we had the
that was-
Cadigo Repo, I think what it was on the
okay.
show, but it was like $5 or $10 more than the regular. I don't like it when the bottles are almost double.
Jared's bottle of Eagle Rare was one of the best Eagle Rares I've had.
Okay, so talk to me about Angels. You said it was a bourbon club.
So they have a bourbon
Yeah.
club down there. They went through, had whoever the rep is from Heaven's Hill come down. Way I understood it, they got a barrel, brought it down, took a sample of it. Well, they probably didn't bring the whole barrel down, obviously, but
Yeah.
took a sample of a barrel, and then they proofed it drop by drop or with a little, milliliter flask thingies.
Uh-huh.
Proofed that down, and then proofed blah blah. They've got a happy medium to the whole group agreed.
But just
This is where
one barrel.
everyone
right?
loved it. I think it's one barrel.
Okay.
And then the store bought that barrel at that proof, which come out to be 100. And what did I tell you, 120,
Yeah, something like that.
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And that's where they ended up getting the proofing down on that. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know. I don't have any idea. But I will tell you, Angel's Envy started out really good, so it's going to have to take some doing to up the alcohol.
That makes me
in
want to
it.
just get like a barrel proof bottle and proof it down myself until I like it with a water, like an eyedropper, water back it.
Well, I think that's pretty much what they
did.
do.
Yeah.
So,
You sleepy?
no, I just had to yell, but I was trying to do it discreetly. Thanks, Lyle.
What are you excited about coming forward?
I told you, having the bottle opening on the dark beers,
Yeah,
the aged
yeah,
beers.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of them's dark. And I want to get back to Patrick's. I know he's got a lot of
Yeah,
whiskey up there that I
probably
have
good.
not had a chance, and we do not have on our
Oh, okie dokie.
Yours is a Blanco.
Mine is a Blanco. Yeah, that is true. Oh, there's our sump pump toilet again.
Yep. Mine is
Okay.
a Highland.
So what's this?
Gin keeps you.
What? What?
What for what? Because I keep saying gin.
I have no idea.
Is she excited because I say I want gin?
Gin?
Hey, gin.
Hey, Gin. Do you? Hey, what do you do? What's your favorite liquor? Do you really love
Colby.
gin?
Colby says.
No, we can't.
That joke is old now,
Oh
Colby.
yeah. Oh yeah. But you know, we turned down our screen. I have no idea what he picked.
No, I don't either.
But here, okay, let's double this a little bit. Let's try each other's and see if we can pick each other's as well.
Here's the problem: is I can't remember what Scotch we have back there. I'm probably going to have to turn around and look.
Oh, you have to look.
I can't remember what we've got on the shelf, though. I have a. I'll let you go first while I'm yakking. You're gonna have to do two now. You had to pick the one I picked. Now you got to pick another one for Tyler. So there's two of them you got to have.
Crazy.
Take a sniff of yours.
Yeah, it's a Blanco,
Woo.
but it doesn't have that sort of cheesy note to it.
Mm-mm. Sure don't. Patrick just more physical. Is that it? Jen, he don't raise his voice. He just
All right, Tyler. Here's my first guess. El Tequiliano.
Wrong.
you ain't gonna ask him questions to hone in on it. Well, I know mine is a Scotch, and if I was, or I don't know, it's a Scotch. I asked for a Scotch. I know mine is a Highland, just from the nose. And if I was guessing without even tasting it, I want to say it's that. I can't remember the name of it. Glen. What's that gray label we'll say back here, Lyle?
Evolution.
Yeah. Without even sipping it, is Evolution correct?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know your thoughts though. If you like it or not.
I suspect this is one of the Doers.
I haven't had Terramana enough to know.
That's not Terramana, I don't think. Well, maybe, I don't know. Terramana.
Is it Terramana?
Wrong.
Terramana don't have a cheese whiz, but that seems too spicy.
Cabo?
Wrong.
Well, if you're just going to guess all of them, I mean,
It's top shelf, Lyle.
Top shelf?
our top shelf or top shelf on.
So the only thing I can think of is maybe that high proof Sempre Valley.
Also wrong.
All right, that's 4 guesses. I can't keep guessing after. What is it?
Senor Rio.
Oh, Senor Rio.
That was my first thought on it, but it smelled too strong.
Yeah,
I immediately decided that wasn't Senor Rio.
such a good.
It is so good.
We owe them so much. They sent us that bottle of Blanco, and we have not done them justice in terms of how good of a bottle that was.
Tyler, make a note that we got to reach out to them, and this is going to be an apology thing to them. They sent us. They reached out. They sent us the bottle of Senor Rio, and it's such a beautiful bottle. I ought to bring it up here.
I'll get it.
They give us that. They give us shirts. They give us a CD, and it was just one of those things that was kind of a clusterfuck when we got into the stuff. And they did such an awesome job and was so nice about it. And we did a live with them. We did an interview with them on the. We did an interview with them where she come on. It's a lady that woman that does the distilling on it, and her dad was the one that kind of started the whole thing and created the business, and then she took it over and does all the marketing, and
Absolutely,
it was so
delicious.
good and it was so gracious to us, and we really, I don't think ever got a good episode out for him. I think everything was kind of in that fucked up phase, and
Well, we just were playing with cameras and it took way too much time.
Okay.
Let me smell what you're
Oh,
smelling.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna-
So
I'm not gonna drink it all.
I am convinced right now that since it's not the evolution, that this is a Dewar's, and I suspect it might even be the Caribbean cask Dewar's, but I don't know that. Oh, that's all right. You go ahead and drink it, Lau.
I need a second shot. I'm 0 for 2. Wow, that's smoky.
Well, that is way more smoky than I expected. All right, I withdraw my Caribbean cask Dewar's.
Nika?
Wrong.
See, you get double guesses if I guess well along with you.
Yeah, stop guessing.
All right, you guess yours and then I'll guess mine.
You're 0 for 72. Wow, you're guessing.
I'm not doing well tonight. That's true.
The Dewar's Japanese.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
Keep
Let me
going.
I'm gonna think about it for a minute. I'm not gonna just rapid fire guess like you do, but
Oh. Well, live life on the edge, man.
just look like you're wrong all the time.
Yeah,
It's
just
fine.
Shoot your wad and just go for it. You know, just
So on the nose, it is super floral and light. Doesn't have a real major hint of peat to
it's
it.
so smoky on the taste.
But then when you taste it,
Yeah.
it is extremely smoky. I still don't think it's an Islay. I still think it's a
Highland.
Highland or a Speyside or something like that.
I have one that I'd like to guess, but
The amount of smoke, I guess, if it's not the Japanese, it's probably not the Dewar's. But it does have that Highland weird funk to it.
uh-huh.
I don't want to be that guy, but I didn't hear the Giraffe 10 open up, so I'm guessing it's not the
Yeah,
Glenmorangie.
It can't be Glenmorangie,
Um,
no. I have a guess.
is it the Suntory?
No, that's too
The
small.
Japanese Suntory?
Yeah, no. it's
No?
not.
I feel like it's Japanese whiskey.
What are you? How many guesses are you in right now? 2,
That's-
3,
2 for me, 3 for me,
3.
2 for me. What is it, Tyler? Did I guess 2 or 3?
You guessed the evolution.
So it's 3.
You got one more.
I get one more guess.
One more, and then I get 3 guesses because I guessed one already.
I don't think we want to say for 3 more guesses, but
I'm gonna do them rapid fire. I think. If you
well,
think-
here's the deal. If you picked one of the Glenlivets, I don't know the Glenlivets well enough to even
but I think
guess on them because I don't care that much for the Glenlivet.
But if you think about it, I think you might have a good guess. Or at least one of my guesses.
Well, my next guess would have been the Nika, and you already said it was no
Yeah.
because I feel like this was Japanese.
Yeah. So what are you going with?
I mean, at this point, there's like 4 Glenlivets up there. I can just guess one of them and say Glenlivet 15.
There's no 15 up there.
Well, can't read. What is that one over there?
The 12?
I thought we had an old bottle.
No.
All right, sure, 12, I guess. I thought there was an old bottle up there.
Wrong.
What is it?
The Glenlivet Double Oak?
It is Glenn, but not Glenlivet.
What is it?
Oh, it's Fittich.
It's that Glen Gascott or something. What it's called.
Ain't that what I guessed the first time?
You started to, but you didn't.
Glengasca?
Yep.
That's the first guess I had.
Didn't say it though.
I did
No.
too. I said evolution. Right there. That was the first guess.
Wait.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
That God damn it!
Is that it?
Well, I don't know.
I gotta look at the bottle. Hold
All right. It says Glengasgow. That's the only Glengasgow we have. If that was it, that's the right one. But I just called it Evolution, though, Tyler. I didn't say Glengasgow.
Yeah, that's it. I looked. I looked at the Glengasgow.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. What I said was Lyle, what is that gray labeled bottle back there? And he said Evolution. I said, is that it? And you said no.
Well, I was looking. I didn't see the. I looked at the Glen word. Sorry. But yes, you got it the first guess then. There you go.
This is such.
Why did they make you look
What
at the comments?
what drama? What drama in the Taste Bud studio? Oh my god!
Yeah, but after he said that, though, I was convinced it was Japanese, and it's not Japanese. And my next 3 guesses was all Japanese whiskeys.
It's I remember that not quite like that. I'm gonna have to go back.
No,
and look
I
at
really
that.
like this one. This is the one I got down in Louisiana, and
Okay.
that I just sit there and just drink straight for.
I guess I didn't realize how smoky that was on the back end.
Well,
It's such a pale color to have that much smoke in it.
okay. So when I guessed that, I hadn't even drank it yet. Remember, this is the one I guessed only by the nose, and I don't remember it being that smoky either, to be honest with you.
You lucky
Which is
bastard.
why which is
Lucky
why I
bastard.
thought it was Japanese, because it was so nice and pretty on the front and then smoky in the back. It felt Japanese.
Well, you killed it tonight. I struck out constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
That means you get to finish this beer.
No. Absolutely not.
God, I can smell it. Just
I will
go.
not.
Every time I move it, it smells. All right. I didn't see that one, Tyler. What did that say? Quit that. Quit. Fucking quit. Just get paid to pull comments. Cough, cough. Okay.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. We're going to try to do this more often and kind of get our ducks in a row tech wise and try to have this maybe a little more under control next time.
Yeah.
Correct?
Well, you spent an hour and a half at least
Yeah.
on this earlier in the day while I was up there sawing shit, and it was working fine then.
But we had
every
to reset for a shoot and then coming back to it was trying some new stuff, which we should
Something's wrong. Anyhow, we'll get it right. But next month we'll do it again. And guys, tune in. Thank you for hanging out with us for a couple hours. And like I say, we'll try this again, and we'll try
to put a TV behind the camera.
That'd be great. I don't think it'll help. I always end up doing this on the episodes and looking at you because it's just I lean and that's the way it is.
I just feel self-conscious when you look, because you're like, it's like paranoid schizophrenia. You're like looking at me, but you're looking past me.
Yeah, well,
And so I'm always like, what?
I don't like making eye contact.
What's
with people.
behind my shoulder? I don't know what's going on here.
I don't like making eye contact with people, and which is actually kind of nice for looking at the camera because I can look at the camera and I don't have to make eye contact with anybody.
Just lens contact,
Lens contact.
not contact lens.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, guys. Man, thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget our sponsors. Check them out if you can. And I think everybody in here probably already has liked and subscribed, but if you haven't, please do so.
All right. Until next time.
Whether it be the live show that you almost didn't have.
The cameras you're turning on.
I feel turned on. The clothes you're wearing.
Food you're eating. People
That-
you're
that's
meeting.
it.
People you're meeting. Grab a buddy. Try something new.
See you guys. Thanks.
Now I'm going to move this mouse all over this board, trying to see if I can hit enter.